Hello everyone, Witch Boy Columbus here. I am updating you. It's an update video. Um, I wanted to just share what's been going on because I haven't made a video in a little bit, and I was like, I need to start making. I make them, I record them, I just don't publish them. So it's my fault. But let's start out with like current events. Okay, so last month, June, the 16th was my birthday, so I got older. Yay me. Um, I'm old, but I don't feel old. So, I'm older, I should say, but I don't feel my age at all. So, that being said, that was on the June 16th. Um, I also, let's see, then on the 26th, marriage equality happened, which is awesome. My dog's going to open my door. Comes in to see what I'm doing. I closed it because my roommate's downstairs and I hate for them to listen. Not that they stand at the bottom of the stairs and listen to me, but I get some self-conscious because I talk loud. Who knows? Anyway, so on the 26th, marriage equality, the Supreme Court in the United States of America voted that it was unconstitutional to discriminate against same-sex marriage. So right now we're dealing with a lot of backlash. There's a lot of places like there's elected officials called clerks, county clerks or clerk of courts, and they are a number of them are refusing to marry people and or quitting their job or what have you, or they're some I want to say like all levels of politicians or elected officials, I should say, that are going against what the court ruling was, and they're, of course, they're going to be sued and what have you. And the only thing I'd like to say about that is, if it's against your religion that I get that gay marriage is not correct, fine, but that's for you, your belief, for you, your body, not your belief to push on everybody else. Do you understand that distinction? I don't understand how people do not understand that. It's okay to believe that something is wrong and not right for you, but you can't then go and say, well, I want everyone else to believe in that. You know what I mean? Didn't we learn anything from the past? So yeah, that's all happening. So we're going to stay away from that negativity for this video anyway, and I'll talk about that later. Then we had the ESPED at the beginning of the month, which actually I really it was nice. Then we had Independence Day here in U.S., where we celebrate our independence. And that is usually just a big cluster F word of people and drunks and whatever. This year I didn't really hear anything major, but I kind of like tuned it all out. We have this huge event here that happens on the 3rd called Red, White, Boom. And it's just packed, like, shoulder to shoulder. And it's just crazy. And so I live, like, on the route to our downtown. So, like, I try and stay away from all that. Let's see, what else? My mother was supposed to come up on the 4th. I was going to treat them to a movie with my nieces and nephews and stuff, but she had to have surgery on her leg. So, she was not able to make it. So I didn't really do anything that weekend. And then I've just been working. I have to say that I work in an environment where it's really, when I say multicultural, multi-spiritual, everything, it truly is. Because they're interpreters and they're from all different parts of the world and all different languages. So it's really interesting to see how people think. You know what I mean? And the different observations. Right now in Muslim, it's Ramadan, so they fast during daylight hours, and then they break the fast at, I think, 9 p.m. And so that has been interesting. They're all really hungry at 9 o'clock. Not everybody observes it, but it's kind of like, for lack of a better term, it's like how devout they are. You know what I mean? Some people just don't do it, or some people feel like that it's not healthy, which I agree. But whatever. It's also different now because, for me, in my spirituality, I can't say that word for some reason today. Spirituality, and the path that I'm on, I have chosen to be vegan. After all the studying I have done on the subject, and the food here in the United States is really, really, it's not even really food anymore. It's food-like substance. And this is another whole topic. I will try not to stray too far, but I wanted to explain. So it's part of my spirituality that I am on a vegan diet. I am trying to become all vegan, but that's really, really hard because we use things in everyday life, you know what I mean, like the glue in my car and stuff like that. So I'm weaning things out of my life. I'm not buying anything new that would have animal products in it. But as for now, like, I can't throw away my whole wardrobe. Not that I'm like a big leather guy or something like that, but I, you know what I mean, I can't just, but everything else should be good. I research now before I buy. But it's interesting, the whole reason I bring this up is that at work, and a lot of people don't eat pork, but they've been trying to give me food, and then I have to always question what's in it, and they're like, "Oh, it's beef," and I'm like, "No, I don't eat that." And then, you know what? For a while, I was just saying it's just because I'm vegan, but I'm just gonna start telling people it's part of my religion because, or my spirituality. But I think they don't understand that term as that term can be kind of vague. So I think that I'm just gonna say it's part of my religion. Let them decipher that out because that's an easy term. They go, oh, okay. I'm just going to say it's part of my religion that I don't believe in eating animals, because to me it really is a help. Now that I've started, and I mean, I talked about it in a couple other videos, that it's something that I started weaning myself off. You know what I mean? I tried to eat healthier, and then now I'm eating mostly all organic and everything else free, GMO free and whatever. And then also I'm vegan, so I'm trying to eat as healthy as possible. And during that time, it's just like become aware to me that I was kidding myself the whole time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. I didn't want to think about what they're doing to our food, not let alone the abuse and the horrible things we do to animals. But beyond that, even, is what we even do to the food that we consume. And so I was like, I can't. Why continue to be glazed over and pretend like it doesn't faze me when it really does? So it's been an emotional journey, but like the point of this is to explain to the people at work. I've decided that I'm just going to start saying it's part of my religion. You know what I mean? You fast, and your religion to you is correct and important, and mine is to me. And mine is to me that I don't eat meat, I don't eat animal, and and all the other aspects of being a pagan / Wiccan-esque person. Let's see. I've downloaded some new books. I have been researching one called, I'm going to share this, Because of Marriage Equality. I have been researching some different techniques. One is called Hand Fasting and Wedding Rituals. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks like that. So that I can learn some. This book has got it so that it's kind of a combination. You can be really in-depth Wiccan, basically, or pagan-esque, but more it's kind of Wiccan. And then it kind of makes it lighter, and then you can have more of a generic function. Because I've expressed to people that I would be more than happy to marry people, but I will not do it in a Christian way, because I'm not Christian, and you know what I mean. I could do it. I don't mind doing it in a more generic way and thanking the universe or before the eyes of the universe. You know what I mean? Or I'd like to say Lord and Lady, stuff like that. But if it's for someone that's obviously Christian or Christian-ish, because I really don't think very many of them are really truly Christian, but Christian-ish, then I'm uncomfortable with invoking their deity set. So I'm just like, I figured the more generic it can make it, the more open to more people, the better. So I'm reading that book because it kind of does that. I keep setting things down. I've had a little bit of coffee, so I'm a little wound up now. Let's see, I went back to my other screen. What else did I download? Sorry, I tried to make it bigger. So I got this, another pictorial guide for the tarot. I like to get all these different points of view, so I know a lot about the tarot, but I still like to hear other authors' versions. Most of them are repeated, but some of them aren't. So I do that. Quickly, sorry I was not more prepared to show you guys, but I think that's it. No, I wanted to say I got another book, but I don't see it. And usually it puts them first. I'm really bad about getting books online because, you know, sometimes they're like nothing, or I get it from Amazon because I have obviously Kindle, and then I have A Deed Without a Name. Can you see that? It's called Unearthing the Legacy of Traditional Witchcraft. So some of the new things I haven't had a chance to read hardly at all. I actually have the chance. I'm just, like I've stated before, I have to be in the right mindset or I can't do it. I'm like this. I can't sit still. So probably coffee would be not drink less. I think that's about it. That's catching me up. Like I'm going to probably make videos later about more about some of the topics I touched on, but I just wanted to update everyone, and I hope that everyone has had a blessed Esbit and a good 4th of July if you're here in the United States, and I will talk to you soon. Blessed be.